In our asset browser, let's go to the sprites group and open up that sequences subgroup that we created. Now we had dragged in that sprite asset called SPR underscore solid white, and we want to make that our very first track here in our sequence. So you can drag that right into the dope sheet or the canvas or even the track panel. I'm just going to put mine on the canvas to see what happens. So you'll notice a few things. You're going to see your sprite appear here on the canvas, which is good. And then you're also going to notice some changes to your track panel and your dope sheet. So we've created a new track, which is of course the horizontal row that will let us edit different properties of our sprite. This colored area on the dope sheet is called an asset key, and that lets us change some different properties of how our asset behaves along the timeline. So we need to do a few things. We need to make sure that this sprite is covering the entire canvas, and we need to make sure it's set for a particular duration. One important note though, depending on how you dragged in that asset, this asset key may not appear as it does on mine. Maybe it appears in the middle of your timeline, over here, somewhere else. Make sure you click and drag it so that the left edge, the one that has a little corner there, is aligned with 0F, which is the very first frame, frame 0. You'll also notice what I'm doing here is dragging this yellow playhead, and we'll be doing this a lot. What I'm doing right now is called scrubbing, going through the timeline by clicking and dragging the playhead along it. You'll notice that if I don't have the playhead in a spot where the asset key appears, we can't see it on the canvas. Once I do, it shows up. So this actually lets us see the time of the sequence that's playing. What we're also going to do is create a fade-in effect for this white sprite so that it fades in and fades out and gives a transition to our sequence.